Lead generation using cold email outreach is not dead, it's just done wrong. In 2025, there are companies generating thousands of leads, enterprise leads on a monthly basis using cold email outreach, and they're doing this quietly. This is not Klaviyo, it's not Constant Contact, it's not MailChimp, it's hyper-personalized cold email to generate leads for selling services that cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. The problem with people who say cold email does not work is because they're still doing this with the 2015 playbook. They use one domain, one inbox, they send to 10,000 emails, they don't hyper-personalize, they don't use syntax, and they get 0.01% reply rates. Their copy sucks. They have no value in their offer. This is why their cold email outreach does not work. What has really changed with email deliverability and ISPs in the past 10 years is that the inboxes are heavily guarded. It's very difficult to get into the inbox without falling into the spam folder. To play this game, there are 3 things that need to happen. 1, your email must deliver. 2, it must deliver into the inbox, not in the spam folder. And 3, it has to be relevant enough. It has to be attractive enough. And it has to be valuable enough to get a reply. Most people fail at step 1. But this video will break down the entire funnel and tell you exactly what you have to do to generate hundreds, if not thousands of leads on a monthly basis from cold email outreach. Step 1 is infrastructure and deliverability. Infrastructure is the price of entry now. Instead of blasting from yourbrand.com, you have to create different domain names and different versions of this. Yourbrandmiami.com, yourbrandflorida.com, yourbrand.us, yourbrand.team. Different domain names that represent your brand. They will all redirect back to your brand site. Then you create inboxes in each of these domains. So let's say you create 10 domains. In each of these domains, you can't have more than 3 to 5 inboxes. So, with 10 domains, 5 inboxes each, that's 50 inboxes, and let's say you're sending 5 emails per day, you can send 250 emails per day. Every email is validated, so when you send these emails, you stay below the radar and you don't fall into the spam folder. Of course, you have to warm the domain names and inboxes gradually. You have to ramp up volume. You have to send realistic emails. You can't have links in your emails, so your copy needs to be short, concise, to the point, and your only objective is to get a reply. This is where most people mess up. They want to add a link to their contact us pages or service pages. That does not work. If you skip any one of these steps, you've already killed your infrastructure. Start over again. So what happens is business people, founders, CEOs will hire one guy and the guy won't set up the infrastructure properly. They'll send 1 million emails. They don't get any results. They say email marketing doesn't work. Email marketing works. Cold email outreach works. Whomever you did it with did a shitty job. Then step 2 is your ICP, your ideal customer profile, and your angle. Infrastructure gets your email into the inbox. The ideal customer profile and the angle that you send gets you a reply. If you're sending an email that says, "We do marketing for e-com brands," that will not cut it in 2026. Your ICP needs to be painfully specific. Industrial manufacturers or distributors in the United States doing anywhere from $10 to $30 million in annual revenue and has employees between 50 and 100. They are on the BigCommerce or Shopify platform. They have less than 10 sales reps and or less than 3 locations. Now, that's an ICP. With that level of accuracy, you can build email lists now that are validated. You can find the decision makers. Maybe that list will pull you 10,000 potential businesses in the United States. And maybe out of the 10,000 potential businesses, you'll be able to pull 20,000 validated emails. That's a good list. Then the angle. Don't sell better skin, sell cure for skin cancer. Emailing every single WordPress site about a redesign is like selling better skin. Emailing $10 million plus industrial businesses that are on outdated stacks that are running on Wix or Squarespace sites that are still operating with just a phone and fax number, that's like selling skin cancer. The email is going to say something like, we know exactly who you are and we know the painful conditions that you're living in currently and we know where you're stuck. Step 3 is hyper-personalization, leveraging AI. You have to have a system that pulls all these domain names that you have already identified, these businesses, pulls it into a database, and that database is tasked with enhancing the URLs, finding the decision makers, the emails, finding which technology stack all of these websites are on. Are they on WordPress? Are they on Shopify? Are they on BigCommerce? What technologies do they use for what purpose? You have to enhance this data and get all of this information across the board, because then the AI outreach that you can do can hyper-personalize in a much more effective manner. I'm talking about finding out which press releases they submitted, what products did they recently launch, who did they recently hire. Here's an example email. So that you just rolled out RFQs for your new aerospace line. Most industrial companies that do that right ask right away, how can we get more sales requests? How do we stop losing quotes to faster competitors? We have been helping manufacturers like competitor A and competitor B for the last 5 years. I created a benefits list where we can do the same thing for you. Are you the person that I should send this to? I'm just giving an example for this email. Even this email is too long. We have to even shorten this email. And if you hyper-personalize exactly in this format for every single decision maker contact in your list, your reply rates are going to increase from 0.01% to 3 to 5%. Step 4 is beyond the email, how to warm up the market. The best cold email outreach is not done by just emailing people and hoping that they're going to respond and become customers and pay you hundreds of thousands of dollars. No. The best email marketing happens with warm-up. So let's say I identify 20,000 contacts that I want to send this email list to. Then I will download all of those contacts and I will create audiences on primarily Meta and LinkedIn. And I need to have that same offer as a video. You can get in front of a camera like this. You can have an iPhone, just do a selfie video. It doesn't have to be crazy quality production. You start dripping that message to them and it's very easy. It's not expensive. You can literally spend $10 a day and hit tens of thousands of people and get all of those people to watch your videos. So they are seeing your face, they are seeing your name every single day, let's say 3 to 5 times across 5 different videos. Because of the fact that they saw your logo, they saw your brand name, they saw your face, when they get an email for you, do you think they're more likely to reply or less likely to reply? The mindset needs to be subconsciously, I see these guys everywhere, let me see what this is about. So now your email is not the first contact. Your email becomes the logical next step because they've been already exposed to your brand and to your message. Step 5 is scaling without burning your email infrastructure. Eventually, you're going to ask what happens after we have emailed everybody. Let's say your ideal customer profile is 20,000 people in North America, and with the right infrastructure, average infrastructure, you're going to go through that list within a month, maybe 2 months, depending on how aggressive you would like to be. So at that point, you start looking at strategic micro segments within that group. How can you group different technologies, group different types of buyers, and give them a new angle? So the fact that you sent to 20,000 people doesn't mean that you cannot send to them again. You just cannot send them the same offer. You continuously optimize, nail down different angles, and this is how you're able to, again, get more and more leads. So if you have only one service, one product, one offer, this is not going to work. You have to constantly reinvent yourself and your message. So instead of saying we help manufacturers increase B2B e-commerce sales, you say something like we help industrial distributors cut RFQ response times by 70%. You have to do same ICP but different pain slices to get a response. And finally, who is this entire cold email outreach system for? Well, number one, it's for B2B. So it's business to business services and products. This system is not cheap. You have to do tech stack, enrichment, validation, warm-up ads, videos, and a whole team that's going to monitor every step, because if you mess up one step, you kill the entire infrastructure. If your average deal size is between $10,000 to $50,000, your lifetime value is $50,000 to $250,000, then you can invest anywhere from $3,000 to $25,000 a month to acquire new customers. Now imagine a system that could reliably generate a minimum of 100 leads for you on a monthly basis, where just closing 3 to 5 deals on a monthly basis pays for everything for 1 year. And if you can do that every single month, now you're getting some traction because your lifetime value is higher. So our offer is simple. Click the link below, answer only 5 questions. We'll run the economics of if this strategy makes sense for your business or not. We will map your ideal customer profile and your angles, and we'll give you a 90-day roadmap. And if we can't help you, we'll tell you straight up, we will not be able to do this, or I can generate leads for you, but you're not going to make money from them. The beautiful part about this entire system is, before you start, you will know what your expected return on investment will be. All you have to do is click the link below and answer 5 simple questions about your business. If getting 100 leads a month through cold email outreach was easy, everybody would do it. You have to invest in this, but we make that decision-making process simple stupid. Click the link below.